Alright, good afternoon. Break 177. Another 22 Elite case break. Just bringing the team list up. There we go. So we've got Broncos, Jack Moran, Raiders, Gareth Lawson, Bulldogs, Ray Steptoe, Sharks, Chris Duggan, Titans, Billy Griffiths. Where are we? Manly, Darren Nosty, Storm, Clint Burns, Knights, Andrew Krager, Cowboys, Clint Burns, Eels, Jai Dawson, Panthers, Robert Kelly, Rabbitohs, Dwayne Baserio, Dragons, Dwayne Baserio, Roosters, Neil Spicer, Warriors, Jason Mandrell, which was our lucky Raz winner this morning, and Tigers, Jason Mandrell. Alright. Give me 2 secs. Alright. So we have our priority box, which we'll do last as we usually do. Let's check out our case card for today. Good luck everyone for today's break. Mr. Clint Burns making his first appearance with us for a while. All the best in today's break, mate. Where are we? Alright, number 32 for the Broncos, Payne Haas. Mr. Jack Moran. Well, let's get these out of here. Alright, let's go. We've got Speed Series, James Tedesco for the Roosters, Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers, another Speed Series, Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons, Cody Nicarima, Maori All-Stars, Cody Walker, Dally M for the Rabbits. Welcome to everyone just tuning in. Luke Brooks, parallel for the Tigers. Manly parallel checklist. Women's NRL, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Brian Totter, Dally M for Panthers. Angus Crichton, parallel for Roosters. White League sensation number 14, Brian Totter for the Panthers. Speed Series, Romy Teetsel for the Knights. Blues in the Master Series, Ryan Pappenhausen, parallel for Storm. Women's NRL, Serena Natakataka for the Eels. Adokar, parallel for Bulldogs. Quincy Dodd, Indigenous All-Stars. Shanae Siasolka, Speed Series for the Broncos. William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks. Ruby Mojo, number 15, Knights Checklist. Speed Series, Tiana Penatani for the Eels. Selwyn Cobbo, Indigenous All-Stars. Latrell Mitchell, parallel for the Rabbits. Olivia Koenig, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Eels parallel checklist. Greg Marceau, Speed Series for the Titans. G'day Mr. DK, what's happening mate? Jordan Ravana, Mary All-Stars. Women's NRL, Kimora Brealey for the Titans. Alexander Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Yellow Diamond, Bridie Parker, number 51 for the Roosters. Ellie Curtin, White Young Guns for the Eels. Cody Ramsey, parallel for the Dragons. Never ending here. Chanel Harris Tavita, parallel for Warriors. The end of our first box. White Young Guns, Luke Metcalf for the Sharks. Valiam Ronaldo Mulatalo for the Sharks. Xavier Coates Speed Series for the Storm. Mikhail Ravalawa parallel for the Dragons. Tilvet Welsh Mary All Stars. Jake Chaboyevich parallel for Manly. Cowboys yet to hit anything. Amber Hall, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Oliver Gildart, parallel for the Tigers. Hey, been a Sharks box, that's for sure. Number 27. Renato Mulatalo, League Sensation Team. There we go. Maddie Studden, Women's NRL for the Eels. Ruby Mojo, number 27 for the Broncos. Alex Johnston and Dally M for the Rabbits. Jared Rare Hargraves, parallel for the Roosters. Speed Series, Nick Kotrick for the Raiders. Master Series in the Roosters. Kenny Bromwich, parallel for the Storm. Braden Trindle, Indigenous All-Stars. Murray Talagi, Speed Series for the Cowboys. Bulldogs Parallel Checklist. Dale Finucane, parallel for the Sharks. Hey. Number 59, captain's card for the Tigers, Luke Brooks and James Tamo. Jason Mandrel. Adokar, Indigenous All-Stars. Jaden Campbell, Speed Series for the Titans. Women's NRL Knights Checklist. Isaiah Papali'i, parallel for the Eels. Shannon Mato, Maori All-Stars. Cody Ramsey, Speed Series for the Dragons. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbits. BD. Number 3. Isaiah Yo for the Panthers. There we go. Robert Kelly. Warriors parallel checklist. Speed Series, Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. Bridie Parker, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Corey Thompson, parallel for the Titans. And that's the end of that box. Last look, guys, 178 still has 2 spots left, plus the Warriors spot in the Raz. Oh, hang on, no, the Titans, sorry. Julia Robinson, Speed Series for the Broncos. I think so, yeah. I believe so, let me... Yep, 178, Titans, Raz. Barney Polite Women's NRL for the Titans. Daniel Tupou, parallel for the Roosters. Speed Series, Stafford Toa for the Tigers. White Young Guns, Trent Moreau for the Storm. Black Young Guns, number 52 for the Broncos, Selwyn Cobbo. Charlie Staines, Speed Series for Panthers. Storm Parallel Checklist. Blues Master Series. Chanel Harris Davida, Mary All Stars, Eliza Qatar, parallel for the Warriors. Yellow Diamond, Keezy Apps for the Dragons, number 54. Jamie Chapman, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Jake Clifford, parallel for the Knights. Gally M, James Fisher-Harris for Panthers. Matt Burton, Speed Series for Bulldogs. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for Broncos. Women's NRL, Yasmin Meeks for the Roosters. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. James Fisher-Harris, Mary All Stars. Speed Series, Daniel Tupou for the Roosters. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbits. Josh Papali, parallel for the Raiders. Gally M, Payne Huss for the Broncos. Women's NRL, Philomena Hennessy for the Eels. Ruby Mojo, Mr. Ben Hunt for the Dragons, number 9. Tamika Upton, Indigenous All-Stars. Kyle Felt, parallel for the Cowboys. Reece Walsh, Speed Series for the Warriors. Tino, parallel. Jack Bird, parallel for the Dragons. Sapphire for the Rabbitohs, number 7, Alex Johnston. So, last packet for third box. Caitlin Johnston, Indigenous All-Stars, and Jason Saab, parallel for Manly. Alright, box number 4. White Young Gun, Chris Patolo for the Bulldogs. Milwaukee Fodawaker, parallel for the Titans. Dally M, Matt Burton for Panthers. Dane Laurie, parallel for Tigers. Jaden Campbell, Speed Series for Titans. There's Tavega, Mary All-Stars. Josh Kerr, parallel for Dragons. Women's NRL Dragons Checklist. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. Lauren Brown, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Dally M, Brendan Smith for the Storm. Kevin Nakama, parallel for the Roosters. Charlie Staines, Speed Series for Panthers. Josh Jackson, parallel for the Bulldogs. Speed Series, Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs. Blues in the Master Series. Justin Olam, parallel for the Storm. Oh. I'll probably drink too much coffee. But anyway. I might look at R2. Black Young Guns for Manly. Ooh, nice one. Number 3. Speed Series, Reece Welsh for the Warriors. Ruby Mojo, Eliza Katoa, number 45 for the Warriors. Jamie Chapman, Indigenous All-Stars. Ronaldo Molitalo, parallel for the Sharks. Tasman Gray, Women's NRL for the Titans. Regan Campbell-Gillard, parallel for the Eels. Speed Series, Matt Burton for the Bulldogs. Kevin Proctor, Maori All-Stars. Josh Curran, parallel for the Warriors. Bobby Law, Women's NRL for the Knights. Rabbitohs, parallel checklist. Speed Series, Julia Robinson for the Broncos. Malone Kickout, parallel for Panthers. Yellow Diamond, Millie Boyle, number 7. Ruben Cotter, Indigenous All-Stars. And that is the end for another box. Let's go. Box number 5. Alright, Nico Hines, Indigenous All-Stars. Jaden Sewer, parallel for the Dragons. Jesse Ramian, Speed Series for the Sharks. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. Isabel Kelly, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Women's, White Young Guns, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. Xavier Coates, parallel for the Storm. Speed Series, Stafford Toa for the Tigers. Brent Naden, Indigenous All-Stars. Corbin Baxter, Maori All-Stars. Ewan Aiken, parallel for the Warriors. David Clemmer, parallel for the Knights. Jemima Taufa, Women's NRL for the Eels. Dally M, Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs. Broncos parallel checklist. Daniel Tupou, Speed Series for the Roosters. Caitlin Vaha Akolo, Women's NRL for the Knights. Cameron McInnes, parallel for the Sharks. Maori All-Stars, Morgan Harper. Speed Series, Jason Saab. Oh, Keon Kolomatangi, parallel for the Rabbits. Dally M, Ronaldo Molitalo for the Sharks. Rudy Mojo for the Storm. Number 4, Mr. Munster. Women's NRL, Tamika Upton for the Broncos. Isaac Liu, parallel for Titans. Speed Series, Batil Avet Welsh for the Eels. Parallel, Hudson Young for the Raiders. Number 50, Elliot Whitehead, White League Sensations. Bradman Best, Speed Series for the Knights. Number 11, Valentine Holmes, Sapphire Mojo. Number 14. Last but not least, for box number 5, Kangaroos Master Series, Reece Robson parallel for the Cowboys. Shaylee Bent, Speed Series for the Dragons. Nico Hines, Indigenous All-Stars. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Jataya Fafua, Speed Series for Titans. Women's NRL, Hannah Southwell for the Roosters. Panthers Parallel Checklist. White Young Guns, James Schiller for the Raiders. James Tamo parallel for the Tigers. Yellow Diamond, Tiana Penatani for the Eels. Number 18. Tallulah Tillett. Beside your now can't stop. Women's NRL for the Knights. Mitchell Barnett parallel for the Knights. Hammerfido, a Speed Series for the Cowboys. Luke Thompson parallel for the Bulldogs. Roosters in the Master Series, and a Brian Kelly parallel for Titans. Right? Yep, Titans. Albert Kelly Broncos. Corbin Baxter, Maori All-Stars. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Women's NRL Eels Checklist. Bailey Simonson, Speed Series for the Eels. Maori All-Stars, Morgan Harper. Speed Series, Katoni Staggs for the Broncos. Thomas Flegler, parallel for the Broncos. Warriors Sapphire Mojo, Eliza Katoa, number 4. LEM and James Tedesco for the Roosters. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Rabbits. Moses Embi, parallel for the Dragons. Tommy Turbo, LEM for Manly. Chad Townsend, parallel for the Cowboys. Millie Boyle, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Brent Naden, Indigenous All-Stars. Speed Series, Yasmin Meeks for the Roosters. Nick Kotrick, parallel for the Raiders. Black Young Guns, number 86, Mr. Jaden Campbell for the Titans. Ruby Mojo, Reed Marnie, number 39. Alright, that was box number 6. Let's get into it. Black League Sensations for Ponga, number 28. No Fido, parallel for the Cowboys. Speed Series, Rocco Berry for the Warriors. Emerald Mojo, Mr. Nick Kotrick for the Cowboys. Number 3. Till Vet Welsh, Maori All Stars, Raiders Parallel Checklist. Reed Marnie, Eels Parallel. Taina Navidi, Women's NRL for the Eels. Sam Walker, Dally M for the Roosters. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. Nathan Cleary, Dally M for Panthers. Oh, Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. Selwyn Cobbo, Speed Series for the Broncos. Women's NRL, Jada Ferguson for the Broncos. Panthers in the Master Series, David Nofaluma, parallel for Tigers. Speed Series, Oliver Gildart for the Tigers. Cody Nikarima, parallel for the Warriors. Ruby Mojo, Ronaldo Mulatalo for the Sharks, number 45. White Young Guns, Molly Olakau'atu for Manly. Jacob Saifidi, parallel for the Knights. Speed Series, Awaka Blake for the Eels. Adakar, Indigenous All Stars. Romy Teasel, Women's NRL for the Knights. Hamoli Olakau'atu, parallel for Manly. Jess Surgis, Speed Series for the Roosters. Shannon Mato, Maori All-Stars. Brent Maiden, parallel for the Bulldogs. Women's NRL Roosters Checklist. Toby Farmworth, parallel for the Broncos. 2 packets left for box number 7. Will Kennedy, Speed Series for the Sharks. Sam Walker, parallel for Roosters. Braden Trindle, Indigenous All-Stars. And that's to finish off another box. Let's go. Alright, let's go. This is box number 8 out of the case, guys. There's only 3 boxes left to go in the case. Luke Brooks, Ruby Mojo, number 12. The 3 we have left for this break, which includes the priority box. I'm not sure how well that sticker will actually show up on the camera. Anari Tawala, Speed Series for Knights. Indigenous All-Stars, Albert Kelly. Daly Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. Speed Series, Blake Taff for the Rabbitohs. Shante Poco, Women's NRL for the Knights. Victor Radley, parallel for the Roosters. White Young Guns, Rocco Berry for the Warriors. In the Kangaroos Master Series, Tommy Dearden, parallel for Cowboys. Number 79, Knight Captain's card with Jaden Brayley and Kalen Ponga. And what number were we? Number 79. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Storm. Speed Series, Jamie Chapman for the Dragons. Dylan Walker, Maori All-Stars, Adam Fanua Blake, parallel for the Warriors. Brandon Best, parallel for the Knights. Women's NRL Broncos Checklist. Georgia Hale, Women's NRL for the Titans. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Autumn Rain, Maori All-Stars. Speed Series, Addo Carr, Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbits. Sapphire Mojo, number 5, Mr. Munster for the Storm. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 packets left. Elliot Whitehead, parallel for the Raiders. Tommy Turbo, Dalian for Manly. Aaron Clark, parallel for the Titans. Keezy Apps, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Karina Brown, Speed Series for Titans. The Dragons parallel checklist. And Josh Curran, Indigenous All-Stars. Black Young Guns, Bridie Parker, number 48 for the Roosters. Alright, 2 packets left for box number 8. Brian Toto, Speed Series for Panthers. Dally M, Isaiah Papali'i for the Eels. And Katoni Staggs, parallel for Broncos. Alright, box number 9. There we go for numbered hits. Nothing for Bulldogs. Bulldogs the only team not to hit. Let's go. Or maybe we're holding out for the priority. Well, either way, we've still got a few boxes to go. So plenty of time to change that for the Bulldogs. Alright, let's go. Speed Series, Murray Talagi for the Cowboys. Alami kick out. Dally M for Panthers. Caitlin Johnston, Indigenous All-Stars. Speed Series, Nick Kotrick for the Raiders. Graham Luai, parallel for Panthers. Women's NRL, Brittany Brealey for the Titans. Alex Twell, parallel for Tigers. Speed Series, Tommy Turbo for Manly. Titans parallel checklist. Young Guns, Leo Thompson for the Knights. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, yeah, no, my bad. Yellow Diamond, Georgia Hale for the Titans. Number 32. Bobby Law, Speed Series for the Knights. Tavita Pangai Jr. parallel for the Bulldogs. Chanel Harris Tavita, Mary All Stars, Blake Brayley parallel for the Sharks. Oh. Number 62, Mr. Ryan James. Haven't had many Mr. Ryan James. Patch for the Broncos. Broncos going well in this one. We didn't have any at all. So there you go. So Dad sent away our redemptions today. Pardon? Yeah, quite a few. But did not have any Ryan James. There you go, number 62. So Jeff Moran. Paige McGregor, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbits. You're just tuning in, halfway through a box number 9. Zahara Tamara, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Tyson Frizzell, parallel for Knights. James Fisher Harris, Mary All Stars. Speed Series, Cody Ramsey for the Dragons. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Matt Burton, Sapphire Mojo, number 5 for the Bulldogs. Ray Steptoe. Cowboys parallel checklist. Zach Lomax, parallel for the Dragons. Patil Vet Welsh, Women's NRL for the Eels. Tamika Upton, Indigenous All-Stars. Xavier Coates, Speed Series for the Storm. Jordan Rapana, parallel for the Raiders. And for the Rabbits, Ruby Mojo, number 9, Alex Johnston. Dally M and Justin Olam for the Storm. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. And last packet for box number 9. Roosters Master Series. Right. Here we go. Box number 10, last box for the case. There's obviously a priority box left to go after this for the break. Speed Series, Batil Vet Welsh for the Eels. Mary All-Stars and Jazz Tavega. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Raiders. Emma Tony Gatto, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Cameron Munster, parallel for the Storm. Oh. I'm not sure if he's got one yet, but this will make him happy. Number 2 out of 42, so a nice low one. We have a Josh Kerr All-Star booklet for Mr. Dwayne Basserio. Oh, I just dropped the packet. Number 2, nice low one. Oh. Speed Series, a Bradman Best for the Knights. Women's NRL, Taryn Aiken for the Broncos. Clint Jefferson, parallel for the Eels. Ruben Garrick, Dally M for Manly. Jesse Ramian, Speed Series for the Sharks. Brian To'o, parallel for Panthers. Black League Sensations. Stephanie Hancock, number 41 for the Titans. Master Series in the Kangaroos. Ruben Cotter, Indigenous All-Stars. Tigers Parallel Checklist. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Ruby Mojo, number 6, Aaron Clark for the Titans. Speed Series, Remus Smith for the Storm. Women's NRL, Destiny Brill for the Titans. Manly, Lachlan Croker, parallel. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 packets left for our last box of the case. Jamie Chapman, Indigenous All-Stars. Reece Walsh, parallel for the Warriors. Kevin Proctor, Maori All-Stars. Matt Duffy, parallel for the Bulldogs. Oh, that's not. Speed Series, Xavier Savage for the Raiders. Roosters Parallel Checklist. Jason Saab, Speed Series for Manly. Kalen Ponga, parallel for Knights. Dally M, Isaiah for Panthers. Third last packet. Getting towards the end now. Autumn Rain, Women's NRL for the Knights. White Young Guns, Jaden Campbell for the Titans. Jordan Ricky, parallel for the Broncos. Last but not least, a packet for the case. Emerald Mojo. 10 out of 10, Matt Duffy for the Bulldogs. Alright, let's get these cleaned up. So, last but not least, a box of the break, our Elite Priority. Alright, Selwyn Cobbo, Indigenous All-Stars. Captains, Jason Tormalolo and Chad Townsend, number 25. Dane Gagai, parallel for the Knights. Jason Saab, Speed Series for Manly. Corey Thompson, parallel for Titans. Maura Brealey, Women's NRL for the Titans. Jesse Ramian, Speed Series for the Sharks. Kenny Bromwich, parallel for the Storm. Black League Sensations, number 6 for the Sharks, Renato Mortallo. Chris Duggan. I know he got the team. No, I wasn't sure if he had the white as well to make the set. Nice score for Chris there. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for Dragons. Patil Vet Welsh, Speed Series for the Eels. Have we had any of the priority hits yet? I don't think we have. Panthers in the Fitler Master Series. They must be waiting for the second half. There's the box. Cody Nikarima, Maori All-Stars. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Roosters, Jared Hargraves. Quincy Dodd, Indigenous All-Stars. Warriors parallel checklist. Remus Smith, Speed Series for the Storm. Olivia Koenig, Women's NRL for the Roosters. James Fisher-Harris for the Panthers. Jordan Rapiner, Maori All-Stars. Xavier Savage, a Speed Series for the Raiders. Oliver Gilder, parallel for the Tigers. Emerald Mojo. Number 3, Sharks Checklist. Okay, here we go. Number 19, Cody Walker, NRL Priority for the Rabbitohs. Bulldogs parallel checklist. 1, 2, 3, 6 packets left. And that's our first priority hit. So 2 priority hits to go in the 6 packets. Serena Matokatoka, Women's NRL for the Eels. Speed Series, Bradman Best for the Knights. I'm not sure if it's raining. I've got music in my headphones, so if it is, I can't hear it. Nah, it's probably, honestly, it's probably the fan on my laptop. Dale Finucane, parallel for the Sharks. Tegan Berry, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Ruby Mojo, Luke Thompson for the Bulldogs, number 9. 2 packets left to go. I'm sure it's still only 1 priority here. There's 1. Number 2, White Young Gun, Chris Patolo for the Bulldogs. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbits. And last but not least, should have a Dally M. Yep, there it is. Mr. Brian Toto with the Panthers, number 5. Right, so unfortunately no Master Series signatures today, but we do still have the 11 cards. So let's randomise them. There's that. Alright, there we go. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow's break. Still a couple of spots left. Break 178. And we have 2 more breaks listed, 179 and 180. All pick your teams. We have a Raz in the group for the Titans spot in tomorrow's break. Once that's filled up, if we need to list another one for 178, we'll do that. If not, we'll list one for 179. Anyway, let's go for the Master Series cards in tonight's break. Number 2. And lucky last, here we go. Neil Spicer with the Roosters. There we go. Alright guys, well, thank you for joining us. That's it, and that's all. Oh, did I? My bad. I forgot to change that screen over, but there it is guys. As you can see, 3 times. I do apologise I didn't have that screen up, but it's all time stamped and that, so I can't cheat anyone. But yeah, that's it.